Happy belated birthday, by the way. They sang happy birthday to you yesterday?
Yeah, I got sung happy birthday to me a couple occasions, so that was a little awkward, but well received.
So this is your second go-around on this thing, so you feel a little better prepared, know what to expect and everything?
Well, I don't know if I'm prepared. I think it's a situation now that you actually have something to talk about. You know,
Sure.
The first time you're always just talking about expectations and what you anticipate happening, but now you actually have some experience to draw from.
So what's kind of the message this year now that you've had a year under your belt?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I'm getting from fans is the fact they appreciate the way our guys continue to play hard and compete.
Yeah.
And my message to them is like I'm really excited about what's in store for this basketball team because I think we have a good young nucleus of talented basketball players. And I think what's going to happen here is the biggest jump that you see guys make is in the off season after their first Division I basketball season.
Sure.
And so what I'm anticipating, we have everybody for the most part besides like Jalen Steele and Wendell Lewis who are coming off playing that first season of Division I basketball. I even throw Rockwez Johnson into that category because he really didn't play. So I'm excited about what our guys have in store if they're doing what they're supposed to do in the off season here as far as like becoming a better basketball player.
At what point do you expect to be able to tell, okay, these guys are improving? Because I know it's still kind of early in off-season work. You're doing some individual stuff.
You'll be able to tell in July, you know, when we first get them back, because we don't require guys to be here for the first summer session, but we ask those guys to come back for the second summer session. And so when we have our second summer session and they haven't, you know, they don't, you know, test out on the bench press like they should, or they don't test out on the squat like they should, or they're not making as many shots when we do our shooting test, or if they're just really winded when we have our first individual workout, that'll be the telltale signs that these guys are actually been putting in the work they're supposed to be doing.
Can you give us an update on all the injured guys? You got Applewhite and Davis and Jalen and Wendell, and I think that's all.
Wendell just got cleared to actually do on-the-court basketball activity, but there's still no contact for him. Jalen Steele is obviously still a long way away from being on the basketball court. Jacoby Davis has been cleared now to play 5-on-5 basketball and actually have contact. Andre Applewhite has been cleared to be on the court, but still no contact. Gavin Ware is now out of his cast and is doing things as far as like in the swimming pool. But still no on the court work. Am I missing anybody?
I don't know. I think that might
be
enough. Yeah. You know, when you got guys like Jacoby and Andre that have been in the program, just haven't been able to play, and now they're having to, you know, learn how to play again from their injury. How do you approach that with them in the off season?
Well, you still treat them like they're a first-year basketball player. You know, it's guys always are taking notes and observing from the sidelines, but until you get thrown into the fray, you really don't have an understanding of what it takes. So, you know, I'm just going to treat those guys like they're true freshmen.
Yeah.
I have a sense of more comfortable now that you've been through this for a year. I hate to use the term more comfortable, but is it more comfortable now?
Well, I don't know if I'm more comfortable because, I mean, this is the first time we'll have a chance to actually play 5-on-5 basketball, and all the drills and things like that you learn as an assistant coach actually implement those. And so what I'm looking forward to is actually competition in each position. You know, and it'll be a big adjustment for not just our players, but also the coaching staff. This past season, we had 0 disgruntled players, you know, because everybody was happy with their playing time because everybody played. But now we'll have 13 full scholarship guys and a few walk-ons. And so this is the first time, you know, that we're going to have guys that are unhappy with their lot in life and where they are as far as their playing time. So we got a situation of how to deal with that, and those guys got to accept their roles.
Seeing if these young guys step in, I know you got some leaders coming back like Jalen, but seeing if these younger guys maybe willing to step into that kind of role like a Craig or Fred, whoever it is?
Well, I think one thing that's going to happen is we're going to see a guy, you know, at that point guard position playing that didn't play last season. Javante Bloodman was really our only point guard that we had on the roster last season. I know Craig Sword played that position some, but he'll play none of that position this upcoming season. So either I.J. Reddy or Jacoby Davis or a combination of both, those guys will be thrust into that role. And by that position as being a point guard, you know, they'll have to have some leadership capability. But I'm really looking forward to guys like Gavin Ware and Craig Sword and Fred Thomas taking more of a leadership role on this team because they don't have that excuse anymore of being inexperienced and being a freshman.